made 29 substitutions in the first half. Was that the plan going into it, or was that a reaction to how guys were playing?
No, I went to a deeper bench. Dominic was coming in for Andrew. Alex was coming in for James or Aaron. And then we started Marcus Lee because of the shoot around. I said, Willie, if you're not going to get the jump ball, I'm going to start Marcus. He said, okay. I said, okay. So I'll start Marcus. And that's why I did it. And Marcus, love him to death, but he kind of panicked a little bit. Now you have to understand that the shoot around, we ran the first play 7 straight times so he could do it. We got the tip. We went down to run that same play that we ran 7 straight times, and he ran the wrong way. And his head spun. He spun around. He looked around, and but he's such a great kid. He's trying. But I'm happy that we defended the way we did. We rebounded the way we did. Again, you understand this is a team that beat us a year ago. And let me say this, beat us good. You could say, oh, you missed a 3. No, it was a 10-point game. And so, Andrew got better today. Still doesn't have it. What I'm trying to, we're not on the same page yet. I was really happy for Aaron, but Aaron has worked hard in practice, and it carried over. A couple guys had backed up in practice, and it showed today. They didn't play as well. So hopefully that's a great lesson for all of them.
Cal, was this cathartic in any way, just to get this, to put that thing behind you?
I never
have a new group and have it turn out different?
I never looked at last year's tape to prepare for the game. I didn't want to see it. I've never looked at it, nor will I. That thing's over. This is a new team. And the last 3 days, we did not talk about Robert Morris. As a matter of fact, I watched one tape, and then I watched another one this morning. I'm concerned about my team. And I got to get this right. So I don't want to do stuff to prepare for a game. We need to worry about us getting better. And if someone's good enough to beat us when we're playing good, then they're better than us, and that's just too bad. So.
Cal, can you talk about Dominique a little more and the things he's doing to break into this lineup?
Yeah, he everything he's doing now he does in practice. The kid works so hard. His heart rate's, I have to stop him because I'm afraid he's going to fall out. He pushes so hard that you saw when he went in the game how he guarded the ball. He just goes up and he adds energy to the game. You saw how hard he runs the court so we could throw to him, so we could throw lobs, so we could throw to the post. He runs. And, I'm not afraid to go to him. I'm just not. I think he's a pretty good player. He's good for our team.
Cal, they ran a lot of different guys at Julius. They were afraid to triple team. How do you think he handled just the way they defended him?
It was better. Now, I thought we didn't get him the ball enough. And I told him, though, there were opportunities where he could have thrown it to the wing and gone in the post. And he didn't. And then when he did, one time Dominic drove the ball. Drove me crazy. To stop throwing the ball. And I thought in the second half he just got it and scored it or made a pass. And he's a great passer. And here's what I keep telling our team. If you go through him, they got to stop him. Michigan State let him go 8 out of 9, and we had a chance to win the game, a game we had no business being in. So they're going to double team him, which makes it easy for the rest of you guys. But we're still learning.
Cal, even with both teams moving forward from it, you obviously know how much that win meant to Robert Morris fans. Did it resonate here? Is this a game that fans here you think we're looking forward to?
Oh yeah, no, these fans, like I said, look, this is not a revenge game. I watch them on tape. They play really hard. They're well coached. It was a good game for us because the one thing we're not doing right now is competing at the level of the other team. In other words, we want to play harder than the other team. And I thought there were times we did that today against a team that really competes. Now, our fans didn't want to hear what I had to say. They're like, no, we want to smash these guys. But, again, what happened last year for them and their program and their school, they shut down the school to play the game. I mean, the kids didn't have to go to school that day. I mean, the game ended, they gave them 2 weeks off. Don't worry about coming. And I grew up there, so I respect that program and that school, the people associated with it. So, at the end of the day, they deserve to beat us. And, we deserve to end our season right there.
John, good or bad thing, I think in the first 10 minutes, Julius has one shot in the whole first half, Andrew didn't take a shot. Is that good or bad? What was kind of going on there?
We're still figuring each other out. I changed, as you could tell, I changed a lot of stuff for this game. And I did it in 3 days. And I told them, guys, there are things that we did against Michigan State, we can't play that way. So now it's out. Forget about it, we're not playing that. Here's what I'm adding today. And those are the things we did today. And so at times they did them well, and other times they didn't. Sometimes they forgot stuff because I just put it in. Now we have a practice tomorrow, a game, a day off, and I got 4 more days. You notice we pressed a little bit. I put in a press in the last 3 days. I got to add more of a press. We're trying to work against zone just so we're ready to play zone, because the next 2 teams we're playing play zone. But we've got a lot to do right now, and those 2 are important pieces. Andrew and Julius are important pieces. I love the fact he had 15 rebounds. And again, he went after 5 other balls with one hand. He could have had 20. Because when he gets 2 hands on the ball, you're not getting it from him. He's too strong, but his habit is one hand. Calipari did the same thing today. I took him out. Quit reaching with one hand. We tried to catch a couple passes one hand. The balls went out of bounds. It's one of my pet peeves that I always am on about those kind of things. But like I said, we made strides. We got better.
John, after Michigan State the other night, some of the things you were looking for as far as getting back in transition and body language and that sort of thing, did you see what you wanted to see tonight?
Some, but if I saw it, I took them out.
I mean, did you see improvement in those areas?
And when I saw the head go down, you're out. Next guy. If you want to stay in the game, play. Your game can't be dictated by how many shots you make or how you're playing, because then you're not worried about your teammates. So you miss 2 or 3 shots, now you can't play. Head goes down, you're out. You're done. Can't play you. Figure it out. It's not about you, it's about our team. And I've been very clear that, we've got to become a great team, and we're not right now. We have terrific players, but we're not a great team.
Their coach mentioned that they wanted you guys to beat them from the outside, and he said, Aaron hadn't shot that well, Andrew hadn't done that. Tonight they did. Will you talk about the outside game?
Well, here's what I said prior to the game. It's even like a James Young, he goes 1 for 6. I'm saying this is one of the best shooting teams I've had, and we're just not making shots right now. But you go through spells. Now the question becomes, okay, if you're not making shots, how are you helping us win? Well, I pout, and I put my head down, and I lose my man on defense. I don't run back so they get a layup. Well, that helps us lose. That doesn't help us win. But these guys, that's what they've been right now. So today, like I said to Aaron after, you can't be energized because you made shots. You got to be energized because you're playing basketball. And if you happen to miss shots, okay. James Young is exactly the same way. He misses shots, he goes in the tank. You can't be that way. You're not going to be on your A game every night out. But what do you do to help us win?
After he did come in the game, how did you think Willie played? 13 rebounds, 4 blocks.
No, Willie played pretty good. Played with good energy. I think, again, he gives us that added guy who can switch out and play if he had to and guard a guard for a pinch if he has to. I like the fact that Marcus Lee gave us great energy. Did you like the press? That's Marcus Lee at the beginning of it, and it was pretty good, and he got us, changed the game up for us. So, but we played 9 today. 8, and then Calipari and Marcus Lee, it may be a little bit game to game. Who's playing better? Who gets more minutes?
Cal, the spots that Aaron was scoring from today was kind of all over the place. I know he hit a lot from the outside. He seemed to move around. Is that kind of his game? Is that where you want him to be?
Well, here's what I would tell you. I mean, Julius took 9 shots. James Young took 11 shots. He took 12 shots. 5 by Alex. A bunch of 4s. That's who we are. I want him to score near elbows more than I want him to shoot threes. That's what I told him. But what's happened is they totally left him. But he's a good shooter. I mean, now he hadn't made it, but he's a good shooter. So he did score a lot of different ways, and he got fouled, made his free throws. Now, the greatest thing that Andrew did is he had eight rebounds. Your point guard gets 8 rebounds. Well, that means you're out and going. We had a bunch of transition baskets. We had none. We had 26 defensive rebounds last game at 2 points. That's 26 attempts to go get a basket. We get 2. That means everyone's jogging or walking. No one ran. And you could see the last couple of days, that's all we worked on. And if a guy jogged, I took him out. You must be tired. It's okay. You jogged. Well, I hit the guy and the line jumped up and I slipped on the broom. Okay, sub it.
Anything else for Coach?